Hello again, everybody. Coming up to December, coming up to Christmas. Always very exciting, isn't it? Interesting time, lovely time, both a sad and a happy time, Christmas. I'll come back to that in a moment. This month of Christmas, of December, we're going to be looking at us being the change that we want to be and have in our world. How many hours do we have to talk about this? We've got exactly 4 minutes. So let's cut to the chase. Let's look at it directly for a moment or two. To be the change that I want to be in the world is not just a 24/7. It's a 9-day-a-week challenge. And I think that's where Christmas comes in, because our God of love and compassion produced for us the person of the infant Christ, the infant Jesus. You know, talking about change, when I was a little girl, the theology of the day used to say that our God was unchanging, immutable, unable to be changed or to change. As an older person, I'm not sure I agree with that now. Got lots of examples in the scriptures, haven't we, where God changed his mind. We've got the story of, I can't remember where it comes from, but one of the big cities was to be destroyed, and the prophet of the day pleaded with God, and God changed his mind and didn't destroy the city. There's that absolutely wonderful passage from scripture, the turning, where Jesus turns water into wine. He didn't want to have a bar of that day, but Mary persuaded him. So there are lots of examples of God changing God's mind. And I think when we're talking about change, what we're talking about is the ability to deepen our spirituality, that is to say, to grow and mature through every instance of our day. The good, the bad, and the rugby, as they say. The ability to change through whatever is happening to us is, I think, the call to be the change. And that's really hard, my friends. It's really hard, isn't it? There's a story told of 3 people who were introduced to an elephant for the first time. One was an entrepreneur, and he looked at this massive beast and said, yes, I think I can make use of this great creature for my own ends. The next one was an engineer, and he looked at this wonderful creature of the elephant and said, I think I can make the parts of this elephant work for me. The third one was a poet, and he looked at this wonderful elephant and he said, I wonder what the elephant's thinking about me. Now, each of those people was concerned about his own ego. What can I get out of this? And that is the very opposite of what change needs to be. What I think we need to do as we try to grow and be the change that our world needs so desperately is that of not living out of our ego. The ability, I guess, to stand behind our own shadow and face into the light that is God, rather than standing with our back to the light that is God, in which case we face only our own shadow. And that's where the infant Jesus comes into it. That's where Christmas is so important for us. Because this tiny, helpless, absolutely vulnerable, gooing infant in the cradle is a stark and yet beautiful reminder that change comes from our inner self, from our ability to be the true person we are meant to be, never to lose that sense, that wonder of childhood and infancy that can come with us being sophisticated adults, to lose the sophistication, to lose the ego that comes with being adults, and to remain always alive to whatever the moment is. That's what I think that is the call to being the change we want to be. And I think it's also the call and both the joy and the sadness of Christmas, because bad things will happen any day of the week, any time, Christmas included. And it's what we deal with that, how we deal with that, that's going to make us the change that we want our world to be. Thanks for being with me today. Have a blessed Christmas. I hope you have a happy one as well, but at least have a blessed one. God bless, and we'll talk next year.